I am so very honored to be with you at this 100th anniversary gathering of SEIU, at this first ever fully virtual convention held in a global pandemic, where we honor the work, the sacrifices, and the power of 2 million of you, united and strong. As a rabbi, I too am in the service industry. I feel that God calls each one of us to serve. And in fact, in this week's Torah portion, which is the biblical passage in Deuteronomy read in Jewish communities around the world, we are told, "And now, O Israel, what does God demand of you? Only this, to revere the Lord your God, to walk in God's paths and love God, and to serve the Lord with all your heart and soul." I have found that serving God most often comes in the form of service to other human beings. And that is the essential work that you do, the sacred work you do every day. I'd like to share with you a story that comes from our folk tradition. There once was a rabbi named Chaim who was given a glimpse of the world to come. First, he was able to see hell, and it was a horrifying sight. There were banquet tables laden with platters of sumptuous food, but the people surrounding the tables were pale and emaciated, moaning in hunger. Rabbi Chaim didn't understand until he saw that people's arms were splinted with wooden slats that did not allow them to bring their spoons filled with food to their own mouths. These miserable people sat around tables filled with abundance and could not eat. Then Rabbi Chaim went to visit heaven, and here too there were banquet tables laden with sumptuous food. But the people around them were satisfied. They were joyful and speaking with each other. He saw that they too had their arms splinted. But in heaven, the people would take spoonfuls of food and pass it across to feed the person across the table. They fed and they nourished their neighbor. They served each other. Now we know this pandemic has been its own version of hell. And members of SEIU, you have been on the front lines. You've worked under risky conditions. Some of you have even sacrificed your lives in service to others. We honor your memory. We have gotten an unvarnished look at America in this pandemic. And we see here one of the wealthiest countries in the world with banquet tables filled with abundance. And yet we know the painful truth that far too many Americans do not have access to it. We suffer from continual economic disparities, systemic racial injustice, and weak leadership. But I have hope because I see that America is waking up to how much we need each other, waking up to the fact that we don't want to live in this version of hell anymore because we have glimpsed what heaven looks like. And you know what? It's filled with essential workers, like every one of you, people who are willing to feed and clean and protect and serve others. We're finally realizing that we are all interconnected and that we cannot be the human beings we need to be, nor the nation that we aspire to be, if we are not all in this together. So I say, chazak ve'amatz, be strong and of good courage. You are doing God's work. May you be honored and appropriately compensated and celebrated for the work that you do. And may God continue to protect you as you build a world that reflects the brightness of the heavens. May God bless and keep you. May God's light shine down on you. And may God bless you with happiness and peace. May God bless and keep you. May God's light shine down upon you, and may God bless you with happiness and peace. Amen.